wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious. DJ Envy is out, but Lauren LaRosa is in. And it's time for Front Page News. What's up, Morgan?
Hey, y'all. Hey, how y'all feeling? Happy Thursday.
Feeling good, girl.
Blessed, black, and highly favored. What's happening?
All right, y'all. So first up on Front Page, President Trump says historically black colleges and universities should not be worried about federal spending cuts. Y'all know I had to get into the HBCU news, right? So Trump called into a News Nation town hall event hosted by Chris Cuomo and moderated by Bill O'Reilly and Stephen A. Smith last night. When asked if HBCUs should be concerned about their funding, considering all of the funding and rollbacks that the Trump administration is doing, Trump said he took care of the HBCUs and black colleges and that he got them more money than they ever dreamt possible. Let's take a listen to those comments.
They were going out of business. They came to me, about 50 people that headed up, and they came to me the first year, and I took care of them. I got them more money than they ever dreamt possible, and they're in great shape now, and they have long-term financing. Nobody did that but Donald Trump.
So under the Trump administration in his first term, he did sign a bipartisan bill in 2019 that permanently provides more than $250 million a year to the nation's historically black colleges and universities. If you were to, I guess, sum that up over the course of 4 years, but again, it was just 2019. If you were to sum that up over the course of 4 years, that would equate to $1 billion. Under the Biden administration, it was $1.3 billion in funding to HBCUs, whereas under the Obama administration, it was $4 billion towards HBCUs. Now, last week,
if combined, there's actually more than $17 billion in federal investments from the Biden-Harris administration.
That's right. That's correct. And then, of course, last week, Trump signed an executive order that will ensure HBCUs get the maximum funding they're entitled to. Now, Trump said during the town hall that they have a long-term financing and that, of course, nobody else did it but him. Now, Lauren, you went to a HBCU, Del State University. Shout out to the Hornets. So what do you think of all of what he is saying?
I don't know how much of what is true, but I just know whoever's in the presidential office should make sure that the funding is going, because if it wasn't for federal funding, I would not have graduated from college at all. So it's very important, and that's all I know. They need the money, a lot of it too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It should be a ticket. Like, it should be, if you don't fund HBCUs, we don't support you. Like, it is a big ticket.
Yeah, you're not gonna get no pushback from me. You see Donald Trump supporting HBCUs. The only thing I would say is we want more. But who wouldn't?
Yep.
Period. So Trump addressed recent polling on his approval rating, saying they were fake polls where Democrats were interviewed. He said more Democrats were interviewed than GOP members. When asked about making a deal with China, Trump said there is a very good chance, but it will be on the terms of the U.S. And of course, he shrugged off concerns about the economy and concerns that his policies only benefit the wealthy. Trump said he knows what he is doing is perfectly, and that is perfect, and essentially that his economic approach will be better for the middle class.
Well, you can't lie to people, because people are gonna feel it in their pockets regardless. So you can get on television and say that, but if people don't feel it in their pockets, they're gonna push back. And when people, when people are losing jobs, when people can't afford to pay their bills, or they can't afford to put food on their table, they will push back. So you can't lie to them about that, because they feel it.
Right. And speaking of which, the numbers don't lie. So the new reports have the U.S. economy heading into uncertain waters this summer, as you have been saying, Charlamagne. The gross domestic product, or GDP, which sum of the value of goods and services produced, fell 3% over last year. Growth had originally been predicted by economists, but outlooks were revised to negative thanks to the reaction of President Trump's global tariffs. A separate report from payroll processor ADP showed job creation slowed to 62,000 positions last month, about half of what economists were expecting. So it does appear that we are heading into a recession, and things are getting tight.
And Trump said that this isn't his GDP, this is Biden's GDP.
He did say that.
That's not true.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Talk about this quarterly.
That's right. You are the president of the United States of America. The tariffs and other things you have implemented directly have impacted America's GDP. You got to own that. You know what I mean? You can't keep pointing the blame at other people. You are the person that is governing right now. This is you.
Clock is CPG.
You know how your grandma be telling you like keep money in the mattress and keep gas in your car? What you supposed to do right now in preparation for the recession? Like what's the
That's a good
starter
question.
kit?
I was thinking about, just stocking up on things that you would probably need.
Okay.
But the reality of the situation is you probably can't afford to stock up on things you actually need. Like if you know that there's going to be a recession this summer, so you say, hey, you know what? Let me stock up on, let's just say toothpaste. You might can't afford to buy 3-4 months of toothpaste just in case. So I don't know. I'm not an economist. You do know we on, people can see you, right, Lauren?
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
doing my makeup real quick.
All right.
She used to do this all the time.
Yeah,
You used
I mean,
to do
I'm
it.
in the conversation. We're here.
Yeah. Okay. Just asking. All right. Just asking.
All right, y'all, that's your front page news for 6 a.m. Stick around at 7. We will talk about Vice President Kamala Harris. She had her first speech out since losing her bid to the White House.
And you know what's crazy? You read about that, Lauren. Because I don't even see his Crown Royal purse appear. Remember you used to have like keep money in it? I don't even see that no more. So
the
maybe
times ain't that hard.
You need something? Look, you need something from us?
Not girl, we got stock up on the toothpaste.
You want a little soda or
Yes,
something?
we got stock up.
So a little Pepsi.
All right, I got you right there.
Keep it right there. I'm
You want
like,
a little nap or something? You want a little nap or something? I got you right here, whatever you need, okay?
Oh, okay. Just checking for it.
Get it off your chest is next. 1-800-585-1051. If you want to call up here and tell us why you're blessed, you can do it. If you want to call up here and vent, you can do it. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Yes, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious, DJ Envy is out, but Lauren LaRosa is in. And it's time for front page news with Morgan Woods. Morgan, what's happening?
Hey, girl.
Hey, y'all. Hey. Did you put that on the back of that?
Can I do 2 NBA playoff scores first, Morgan?
Okay, get into it.
Last night, the Rockets beat the Warriors 131-116, and the Los Angeles Lakers, Timberwolves in 5, okay? The Timberwolves beat the Los Angeles Lakers in 5 games yesterday. So LeBron James and Luka is sitting their ass at home. And I'm laughing my ass off because I don't know if this was real or not, but there was a picture of Ronnie James, and he posted missing the beach. And Anthony Edwards left a comment and said, I'm gonna send you and your daddy home there early. And he did. Timberwolves in 5. Okay?
Petty as hell.
What we got, Morgan?
All right, y'all. So former Vice President Kamala Harris is criticizing President Trump's tariff policies in her first major public remarks since leaving the White House. Now, Harris delivered a keynote address at a gala for Emerge America in San Francisco, California yesterday, where she said people are describing the recent months as absolute chaos. She spoke about current leadership, the current administration, and said that the country belongs to we, the people, not those in power. Let's take a listen to former Vice President Kamala Harris's comments at Emerge America.
The American people deserve leaders who make their lives better and make our country stronger. But sadly, we have seen quite the opposite over these past few months. This country is ours. It doesn't belong to whoever is in the White House. It belongs to you. It belongs to us. It belongs to we, the people.
Mm-hmm.
She's absolutely right. Absolutely right. But when the media doesn't care, they don't care. Because I wasn't home yesterday, so I didn't see any cable news. But was that speech aired anywhere?
I don't believe it.
I ain't see it on social media. I ain't see it on
see
cable news.
That's why when you said her first speech since, I was like, oh, when did that happen?
Yeah, it was not televised.
Now, I remember you telling us it was going to happen, Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
But
It was not televised.
Damn.
But yeah, no, it was not. It was not televised. But so yeah, I did have to go looking for it. So what you're saying is that that's something that more people should have saw, more people should have heard.
When the media don't care, they don't care. Because I did not see that speech nowhere. And it sounded like it was a good speech. I'm going to go watch it in full later.
So yeah, the former VP, she did say that the tariffs that Trump has imposed are clearly inviting a recession, referring to what she now calls the greatest man-made economic crisis in modern presidential history. Now, elsewhere, or meanwhile, on Capitol Hill yesterday, I was out there, Democratic lawmakers gathered for remarks on the steps of the U.S. Capitol for an event that marked Trump's 100 days of what they call chaos. Now, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer spoke alongside House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock, Delaware Senator Lisa Blunt Rochester, and others also spoke. Let's take a listen to Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock's comments.
This is the worst first 100 days that this country has seen in a very, very long time. And so know that as we fight on the inside, we need you to fight on the outside. And we will prove once again that this is the United States of America, and at the end of the day, it's the people who have the last word.
Yeah, so Delaware Senator Lisa Blunt Rochester, who is only one of 2 black senators, okay, real quick, just, plug that real quick, in the Senate, and the other one is here in Maryland. Hey, also Brooks. So Delaware Senator Lisa Blunt Rochester said that she has a message for Republicans across the aisle, and here's what she had to say in her comments on the steps.
When I first came in, the word was unprecedented, but now the words are uncertain, chaotic, confused, and corrupt. Those are the words. And so to my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, I say on this 101st day, there is an adage, the truth shall set you free. The truth shall set you free.
Yeah, so what do you guys think? The first 100 days, it seems like the country is still divided, more divided than ever. Is it more of the same as you're seeing from Dems, or do you actually see that there is some galvanizing, there's some fight there? What do you think, Charlamagne?
No, I still don't see no galvanizing, and I still don't see no fight. But the reality also is, man, we don't have time for division. And the reason we don't have time for division right now is because this is America. Regardless of who's in the White House, everything that's happening, everything that's happening in regards to this administration is going to impact all American people. When the shelves are empty, it don't matter if you Democrat or Republican. When people are losing their jobs and the economy is bad, it don't matter if you Democrat or Republican. Everybody is going to suffer. So, y'all can sit there and keep, pointing the finger and saying, oh, you Democrat, you Republican. But at the end of the day, if everybody broke, that's what's really going to matter.
You know who kind of just said that about the 100 days? Nelly.
What Nelly said? He
just said he looking at the glass as half full. He trying to stay positive.
Oh, yeah, he did just say
so it's kind of.
I don't even know why you brought Nelly into the conversation.
Because I saw it this morning and I was like, oh.
Salute to Nelly, but I have no idea.
Because people he was on Fox News.
Nelly was on Fox News?
He gave a comment to Fox News and he said he's looking at the glass as half full because that's the type of guy he is. And he's staying positive.
You really don't have no choice. You really don't have no choice but to remain optimistic, but you still got to deal with the reality of life. You know what I mean? And the reality of life is, I don't care what your political party is when the economy's bad.
Period. All right, well, let me just get into my last story real quick. Elon Musk may be stepping away from the Trump administration. There's no official announcement that he made, but yesterday during the cabinet meeting, he did indicate that it was an honor to serve. He touted finding $160 billion of government waste and predicted more accomplishments for the White House moving forward. Also keeping in mind that he is just a special government employee, so his days are numbered anyway. He was only allotted 130 days. Now, Trump told Musk it's unfair that he's been treated the way that he has, and Musk responded, well, they do like to burn my cars, which is not great. And that's a reference to the ongoing acts of vandalism involving Tesla vehicles. Of course, he has stood to take quite a loss as being involved with this administration through Tesla. Not so much the used ones, but this is not a good look for
So
him.
if you did find all this money in waste, what they gonna do with the money? Remember when they was touting those $5,000 stimulus checks they was gonna give to people if they found more waste? So what's up?
I believe that all of this is going to go into the efforts of that supposed well, this is what they're saying. At least this is what Dems are saying, is that these tax breaks and all this money that he's supposedly finding is going to be lining the pockets of his billionaire buddies, or at least that's what the Dems are saying.
I want to say something about the media again. Media has not been mentioning Elon Musk like that in recent weeks. Elon Musk, hasn't even been seeking media like that. You haven't really seen them tweets. He was making all that noise with Doge earlier, and then it started impacting his business.
I was going to say his pockets is probably hurting now.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. So now he done went ghost.
You thought he was exempt? Thought you was.
That's right.
Oh, you thought I was feeling you? Okay. Anyways, all right, y'all. That's your front page news. Follow me on social at Morgan Media. And for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit us at BINnews.com.
Thank you, Morgan.
Wake that ass up
early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.